Not recording. Okay, now. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is crazy. Shalom. We'll get started in a minute. Shalom, call halal, Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Takwadash. Got the 4th of July going on today. Shalom, we'll get started in a moment. All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites who come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes of America, spellbound, okay, completely enchanted on this day. And things are so upside down. Anything could happen today, so you got to be aware. You really got to be circumspect, all right? Come in week in and week out to wake up the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, the people on the sign. I don't have the sign right now. You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Speckled Bird. Get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, get back in order, right? Because there is no more time. It's over. You don't know the name of the Lord, be able to call on him as soon as right now. EMP could go off right now. What are you going to do? You're not ready. Have no clue. You only got a couple of days to respond. Have no clue what you're going to do. Nothing's going to get better. It's going to get progressively worse. Right? You think you got it all figured out and you're going to call on the wrong name. Right? Enter into the house of the Lord and not know where you're at. You're within earshot. You heard the gospel and was like, whatever. But in that day when you're being reminded, remember? That was called scoffing. Should have went up and asked the question, what the F are you talking about? And then the pugil, I'm gonna scoff and walk away. You got your ass kicked. You got your spiritual ass whooped without throwing a spiritual punch. It's all good. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua Bahashem Kakwadash. All right? You heard it. Went right over your head. I didn't hear nothing that ran out the square. I didn't come up and ask near question. All right, let me try to hold that for a minute. Salah. You know what? Salah. Bear with me. Slovakia. Shalom, shalom. I just went to Legal EP about 20 yards from here. Haven't been able to do that in I don't know how long, but anyway. Yeah, I just went to pee legal. It could have. Right now, if I got to pee again, I'm going to walk right over there and I'm going to pee. It's going to be all good. And if I got to go over there and I got to do if I got to do another number, I can sit over there for a minute. There's a whole porta potty over there. Right? So that's actually a blessing. But the reason it's like that is because there's a celebration or whatever they're going to hold. That's what the city guy who's washing down the place, that's what he just told me. They're going to, and I read it, that right here that they're going to hold something. So I'm like, let me get down here and get done what I need to get done early. So here I am. But yeah, it's a whole porta potty over there that I just used. Anyway, once again, we are the Hebrew Israelites come in week week out, prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes of America, right? Which is, is a corpse. Babylon is a corpse right now. A putrid, stinking corpse. This nigga went back into, probably in there doing drugs. Anyway, Lord willing, he didn't try to attack me. I got angels that are here that have protected me before. Call halal the water. Lord willing. Anyway, face the east. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Bahashim Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, great millstone, even the elders that came before them. They taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful tabernacle of David. All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. So, man, 250, huh? 250. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7. I'm going to start at the top. And the header reads, "An end is come." And when we say end, all right, end, the word end is synonymous with the nation of Edom, who is in rulership right now, whether you believe it or not, whether you understand it or not, okay, whose rulership is coming to the devil, okay, if you don't understand. His rulership is coming to an end. So he's got plans for you. He knows it's his end. He knows his time is up. So what is he going to do? He's going to set it on fire. He's going to set Babylon on fire while he goes underground like the devil does. See, the devil is going to go underground. He's got a plan. He'll set the topsoil, right? What does the devil do? Well, he's, right, in charge on earth right now, right? And the devil deals with fire, does he not? And he goes underground, right? Well, that's what he's doing. He's setting fires. What if it be already kindled, right? Well, it's already kindled. That's the fire. Okay. He's got bunkers that everybody knows about. Been refining and getting his bunkers stocked up full of food that everybody knows. That's the devil being underground, right? So, and everybody knows these things. Everybody knows how the devil gets down. He deals with fire. He's a liar. He lives underground, right? And he's gonna burn your ass up. What? We're not on the same page? Okay? Now, what does that mean? Who is the devil? Well, he's red, right? Well, this is what I told the brother earlier. I said, what color is my skin? He got it right. That's a hard one, you know? The witchcraft and the MK Ultra and the shit that's on people, it's on everybody, and it's so strong. It's so strong, right? Black and brown, you have to fight a motherfucker to get him to tell you he don't know his colors. It's so simple. My skin is clearly brown. It's not black. I'm black. Like, boy, you're just, nothing can be done with you. You're so far gone. If it's that hard to just scale that tiny little fence, where do we go from there? Right? If you can't understand that you're brown and you don't know your colors, a motherfucker could tell you, oh, you're black, I'm white, he's red, not me. You will believe anything, right? Oh, it's not about color, but as long as you're black and I'm not white, I mean, as long as you're black and I'm not red, okay? Well, the Native American is red. Really? Native American look like me. You done fucked everything up with your lies and bullshit. Right? Everybody knows what? Here's what we know for sure. The devil is red. Only dealing with the truth. He lives underground. He deals with fire. Come on. And here's what I mean with the fire, right? The fiery ass furnace that they have made for you that probably might start today in the form of an EMP. And after 3 days of no electricity, which they're ready for, how is it that they're going to shut down all the power, but the data stations are going to keep going? That's the devil. Ain't no food but underground. That's a fire that the devil is setting on topsoil. While he goes underground, everybody knows the devil goes underground, and he's red. He's telling you he's white. You don't know your colors, so you're buying the whole damn thing. See? And there you have it. The whole world has been deceived. This nigga, I'm white. I'm brown. Me being brown fucks everything up. Well, wait a minute. You can't be brown. You have to be black. What are you? And niggas will fight you. A nigga will fight you to be black. Right? He's enchanted. Don't know your fucking colors. This is, you know how when you're dealing with a MAGA, a Trumper, who's just so fucking stupid and you see it, he don't know it. Jake is like that too. In a different fashion. Nigga, you're brown. I ain't brown, I'm black. I gotta argue. You don't know your colors. You can be told any lie and you're gonna back it. You can be told, nigga, that you will never amount to nothing. And you're gonna get out there and it's your trick daddy. Okay? Oh, crab in a bucket that nigga was told to reinforce some bullshit by his masters so that he could continue to live one tier, one iota above the rest of you niggas, and he did it. All you little witches, it's over. Okay? Put your little 4th of July hat on. Okay? What do you celebrate? Okay? What do you celebrate? Look at Trump. 250 and Look at that fiasco. That's a big sign of what is about to happen. I used to have that skateboard, dude. Mosai purged it from me not too long ago. I used to get on a longboard to get from here to there. I guess that's not really a demon, but don't do that anymore. I can't do nothing. Won't do it. Ezekiel 7:1, the header reads, "An end is come." Get that in first. Second Ezra 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay, so that's all we need. Esau is the end. So when you hear the word end in a spiritual sense, we're talking about the nation of Edom, whose kingdom we are at the end of, and we're watching it painstakingly, right? Flatline, which is what I said earlier. Babylon the Great, zombified, if you will. It's over. Everybody knows it. It's just how it plays out. And here's wisdom right here. There's nothing you could do. Just watch, play along, right? It's already written, really. Right? Don't resist the spirit. It's gonna be bad for everybody. Gonna be bad for everybody. Well, here comes trouble. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Shai. Pray for protection, an angel to guide me to be spiritual. Ezekiel 7:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel. I see this motherfucker. Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel. The end is come, Salah, an end. The end has come upon the four corners of the land. So we're about to deal with an end time situation. Existential event, right? We're about to deal with an existential event, meaning your existence depends upon it, whether you're going to continue to live or die. Everybody's dealing with that right now. I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing with it. So everybody's fucking dealing with it. Understand? Everybody's fucking dealing with it. Ezekiel 7:3. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and I will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. So there it is. And guess what? The men of the Lord are standing and are about to stand in the face of all devils and demons or whatever, in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, stiffly, just like it says right here in this scripture. So you can do and say whatever the fuck you need to. Here's what's not gonna happen. We ain't gonna buckle. We're gonna go down, fight. So whatever. And whatever the Lord's will is, then so be it. Whatever the Lord's will is, so be it. to all demons. To anybody think that coming up gonna scare somebody out of their crown? That's not happening. Not to the hopeful elect. It's lucky. Right? You gotta measure your words. Stammering lips. Anyway. Demons linger within earshot. What the fuck you think you gotta do, boy? Ezekiel 7:3. See, when you start reading about this, demons are like this. Oh no. Nigga, don't pronounce my end. Don't read about my end. Right? They want to keep going now. But you got to get in that pig right now. Ezekiel 7:3. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to my ways, according to thy ways, Salaki, and will recompense upon thee all thine abomination. Man, you know what you've done. You know what's coming. It's judgment time for everybody. Okay? So everybody's going through it. Oh yeah, you think you're the only one going through it? What you're gonna do is you're gonna start some shit with somebody else that's going through it. What they call FAFO. Right? And the Most High set that up. You think your problems are bigger than somebody else's, you're about to find out. Everybody's going through it. Okay? Everybody's about to be judged. What do you think Judgment Day is? Some people don't get judged. Everybody gets judged. Okay? You have to have the courage to go out and say, all right, speak the truth, whether they hear or forbear or want to fight or put you to death. What happened to the prophets? Okay, so if you're out here speaking and you don't know that you could be put to death at any time, then that's part of the gig. And that time is coming when they come and grab us up. Knocking on the door, enemy coming in like a flood. We're in that time. See, if you've been in this thing almost 20 years, 40 years, 45 years, right? You understand the time that we're in right now, right? You're still in this thing? Oh, you know where we're at right now, right? Yeah. Yep. See it going down. Inevitable. But if you're old as me, you know, my dad, it's actually his birthday today, and he's 88. He made it. He was in the hospital a couple of days ago. I didn't think he was going to make it. Got home. He's running around the house, right? I got word. So he's going to make it through 88, Lord willing, you know, whatever. The Most High has planned for him, you know. That doesn't change the fact that all hell is about to break loose in this place, right? And it's going to be too much for him to bear if I'm not able to strengthen him before that time. So, you know, you accept the way things are. Anything can happen today, moving forward. They need an EMP. All right, I just listened to, you know, on my travel down here, I was listening to the elder out of L.A., Watazah, right, the head of the L.A. camp, did a whole dissertation on an EMP, darkness, lights going out, right? And I believe that within the last 24 hours, and I've been talking about this a lot, right? I've been talking about it a lot because see, why are the elite going underground? Because they're about to set it off above ground. You pull the resources, no gas, No food, no water. Where's the water go? Well, we got to cool these data centers. The data centers are going to move, but there's no food or water for you, no air. You're going to watch you kill each other for the couple of morsels of GMO food that we left up there. When is the go time for them? See, shit's getting buck wild up here. Right? They sent out the little chud the builders and trying to start a little race war so they could get in place. What do the billionaires do? Oh, look over there. There's a race war. Look over there. We're getting in our bunkers. They're moving. They started the little mock, what do they call it? AstroTurf war, AstroTurf Armageddon. Oh, look at the war going on over there while we get in our bunkers. Right? They might have a limited nuclear strike that they all know about so that they can cull the population, but it's going to go further than that. Okay? It's going to go further than that. It's going to keep on going until Yahushua comes back and subdues the earth. That's the inevitable outcome of everything. I got a car. I got a car and a beef. That's all I got. And a wad of money and a bitch. I'm rich, nigga. Jump up to 6. Ezekiel 7:6. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. And we're here, dude. We're here, right? Shit. I heard this thing on the Montauk Project, right? And what it was going into, it was going into super soldiers, right? MK Ultra and that whole thing. And what was being said, right? When you're able to put the whole picture together, they're building super soldiers for what? For us. When we get that spiritual power. And boy, they were going into things like the ancient artifacts, ancient sites, right? Like, for instance, where the Mayans used to conduct ritual, da-da-da-da. He said some shit about Montauk and, time travel, and, they were saying some really interesting things. And now is not the time to be hooked, right, by a demon, if you will. But that doesn't mean you can't consider, that some of what is being said might be true. Okay, and this is what he said that kind of intrigued me. He was saying these ancient spots and these ancient artifacts, right, have power or work. They work if you know how to work them, right? So he was going into why they do these sacrifices, these mass child sacrifices, because that's how you get these machines, these ancient machines to work. Well, the Mayans, they were sacrificing this many children and doing this because that's how you got it, the time machine, right? What they call them, the sun disk, which would be a portal, only works if it requires a blood sacrifice. Huh? What? So, if that's what the Mayans were doing back then to make these machines work and to get to, if you will, to operate on the left-hand side through the angels that brought technology to the left-hand side, these demons, right? And that's what Jake was doing. But see, guess what? There's sacrifice on the right-hand side. There's blood sacrifice on the right-hand side. There's blood sacrifice on the left-hand side. That's the first thing. So this whole spooky, scary thing, first thing, understand this. The Most High is perfect balance. Yes, there's blood sacrifice. Get that straight. That's how the Most High gets done. That's how he operates. If you don't get it, then get the fuck out. All right? Start with, yes, he requires a blood sacrifice. So, going into his son and the whole understanding of what's going on here. It's about a blood sacrifice, is it not? You can start there. Okay? Now, does that have power on the left-hand side? Yes, it does. A blood sacrifice has power on the left-hand side. Magic and witchcraft and things of that nature. And you can get left-handed power, magic, whatever that is, from that. Okay, and that's what they're describing. All the way back to ancient, right? They're saying this sun disk or this portal which allows you to, the machine to operate so that, and then he brought up the acorn, right? The acorn that, whatever, going into the pineal or going into mind travel, going into remote viewing, things of that nature. That's what Montauk was really about, right? Going into witchcraft, going into familiar spirits, if you will, right? So there are elements of truth in what this guy is saying, right? This whole Montauk thing, all right? Now, the whole super soldier aspect of it, right, is dealing with what happens at the end. At the end is coming. Now they're talking about Montauk. They're talking about what happened in Montauk, witchcraft, Satanism, right? MK Ultra, super what? For what? This war. What? War? Everything culminates in the war. Okay? And if you don't understand that, you're on the front lines. It's a spiritual war. Right? What is Montauk? It's MK Ultra. It's witchcraft. Who is Jack Parsons? Who is this guy? Colonel Michael Aquino. That's military. For what? For this war. Rockets are for what? Jack Parsons is the father, the grandfather of rocketry or whatever. What's that for? For war? War for what? War of the Worlds? What is the War of the Worlds? What does it mean, World War? Okay, let's read about World War real quick. Okay? Because World War includes many wars and a celestial war. Okay, that's part of World War III. War of the Worlds, that's part of World War III. What is War of the World? That's the day of the Lord when Yahushua comes back to fight against the armies of this world. War of the Worlds. That world and this world. That's part of World War III. Part of World War III is Babylon the Great and the Smallheads fighting against everybody else. Part of World War III is Netanyahu potentially peeling off an EMP today over LA and shutting down the lights. That's part of war. 2 Ezra 13, Let's start. I'm going to go directly to the point. 13 and I think it's 30. Second is 13:31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. What that means is this. World War III, right, is a collection of wars that is going on in the world at the same time. This world, the spiritual world, that's one aspect of World War III. Black, so-called black against so-called white, class, right? Gender. Spiritual versus carnal. All right. Light versus dark. Okay. Understand that one way or another, you're on the battlefield fighting, and you need to be fighting a spiritual fight. That's what it is.
On my duck back, dude. You took it. You know you took it.
And
On my duck.
the battlefield is about to be strewn. Okay? Strewn. And that's when people are going to wake up. Right now, it's all fun and games. But in a minute, strewn. And they know that. That's why they're going underground. That's why they're taking all the food underground. That's why they're cutting all the food off. They're cutting the food off. They're cutting the water off. But they're going to make sure the data centers are protected and cooled. You know how much water it takes to cool a data center? Right? There goes your water. The Strait of Hormuz is closed. There's no fertilizer. There's no oil. Can't run a generator. A lot of stuff going on. Okay, the end. Speaking of the end, the wars. Why do people fight wars? For cash crops, for commodities. World War II. Why did Japan attack Pearl Harbor? It goes back to oil. And we're in the middle of an oil crisis. Okay, and Netanyahu comes out 2 days ago and says that Iran has a nuke right before July 4th. Why would Netanyahu come out and say, well, the truth is that Iran has had a nuke for the... Wait a minute. For years now, you've been saying, well, we can't let Iran get it. But now you jump up today and say, well, we've known that they had a nuke for you. You've been killing people, conducting a genocide. Oh, but we can't let them get a nuke. So what are we to believe today? Okay? So you got genocide. And see, if you don't understand that the IDF has just joined the American military, they're together now. They're under the same jurisdiction. They brought their militaries together. They're bringing their governments together. What does that mean for America? When Israeli government, who is already running America through the White House, they're running Donald Trump. What does it mean now that we're bringing both of the governments together? It means that it's Israel over here. It doesn't. It means the United States is gone. Donald Trump ain't calling no shot. Israel's going to call everything. So what do they? They exterminate people that look like me and you. Isn't that what they do? They're here now. See, when you say ICE, who's in ICE? The IDF. ICE, IDF. Same thing. Who trained the ICE? The IDF. Who's the IDF? Israeli Defense Federation. They trained them to come over on our streets and grab up who? Us, the children of Israel. Okay? So we're already infiltrated. The end is here. The end has come. Okay? The war, you're in the war, you're on the front line, you don't know it. Do you know who your enemy is? Never trust your enemy. Well, who's your enemy? Well, the book says never trust. Well, let's start with who your enemy is and who he is not. Well, what color? Well, I'm brown. How about you? Are you brown? Because they're calling me something that I'm not. Don't let divide and conquer get you. Right? These devils are sneaky. I'm white. No, you're red like the devil with the horns. See? See how sneaky? You're on this spiritual battlefield. Don't know your colors. You don't know black from brown. Somebody got you all fucked up. You're black. I'm white. No, devil, you're red like the guy with the horns. And if I keep talking like this, you're going to get real mad. The truth keeps coming out. You're going to get real mad. Your horns are going to show. Right? And now that deception is gone, which is one of your two mainstays, once deception, you go straight to murder. I gotta kill this nigga for telling the truth. So you're on the battlefield, right? And you're fighting a spiritual battle. Because the devil already got you tricked and fooled. Oh, I'm black. Right? And nobody's black. You already lost. They got us fighting each other, thinking that we're different. Jake walking around strapped. You can say the wrong thing. That's what's going on right now. They keep showing that over and over. They keep showing Eve blasting a motherfucker, right? What are they doing? They're trying to set this thing off. They are trying to set it off. Right? There's war. You're in war. You don't see them trying to escalate, right? He's sending out to go to the BET Awards and see if we can escalate this race war. That's what you're watching, whether you understand that. Well, let me say this: Call halal Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Kadash. That I came out when I did because looks like I'm cool for the moment, you know. Second Ezra 16:1, woe be unto thee Babylon and Asia, woe be unto thee Egypt and Syria. Well, that's everybody, ain't it? There's America, Asia. Look at Asia right now. Okay? Look at you Asians. And you know, is what it is. Egypt, there's Babylon again, and Syria. Are you serious? Yahoo? Okay, look at Syria. You got the Taliban. That's Al-Qaeda. You got Al-Qaeda running Syria at the behest of the devil, Babylon the Great. Look at the confusion. Confused rulers and what is it? Leaders. Stupid leaders and confused rulers. I see you, Esau. Trying to be sneaky. You know what this is, bitch. Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. All right, so, I mean, this is the spirit that should be on you right now. All right? July 4th is about what? It's about a war. Ain't it? Didn't somebody fight somebody to gain their independence or some bullshit like that? Right? Well, guess what? You're still at war, but you're celebrating? You're a POW. What are you celebrating? Here comes Yahushua to, extract your dumbass, flying in the birds to extract the POW. Your dumbass has got a hat and sparklers. Nigga got them snakes. Everybody got their favorite little thing, right? Tumbler or whatever, cone, nigga, candle, lighter, nigga, shoot up all the fire. Nigga shoot up all the fireworks and have nothing left but the little light sticks, right? Zzz, wee! Nigga scream out loud. That was a screamer. No, nigga, you burned out the little box. We all did that stupid shit celebrating our demise. Okay? But guess what? It's high time that you awake out of sleep. It's high time you wake out of sleep. Because time is short. This devil is grabbing people up and putting them in sea camps, right? While telling you, you can't do it or talk about it. You can't talk about that while we're doing it to you. And if you expose my wickedness, I'm going to put you in prison. Yeah, I know. We know how this game works. We're almost at the F out of here. That's what's going on. So these people look a little, I see what they're doing. They're arriving. They're arriving. Don't worry, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move when you guys get set up. I'll move. I was prepared for that. Here they are. Sirach 5 and 15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. Yeah, they're getting here. A bunch of Benzes pulling in. Be not ignorant. Be not ignorant of what? That you're on the battlefield fighting a spiritual fight, and your enemy has got to jump on you. Why? Because you don't know who your enemy is, right? Nor how to use wisdom to do what? Man, you got to Clark Kent your way through this thing. You got to Clark Kent your way through this thing. So, I mean, I was out here, like I said earlier, talking to the city worker who actually was interested in what the word coming out is what it was. He stuck around for about a whole 10 to 15. And
as far as I know,
and was interested, said he was coming back. I haven't seen him yet, but he said he was coming back to get that name It's all good. So I'm about to wrap this up and let these fine brown people over here, right, who don't know the, let me ask y'all a question. Can I ask y'all a question? No, hell no? What color is my skin? That's a hard one, huh? That's a hard one. We're not going to answer that. That's just easy. You don't know your colors, right? What color is my skin? We're not going to answer that. I didn't say yes, you can ask me a question. My skin is clear. Here, let me help you. My skin is clearly brown. More brown than the Mexicano, right? No, some of us are that brown. It's just a simple question for the truth. Why do they call me black if I'm clearly brown? That's not truthful. I'd rather not deal with the truth. Let me tell you who else was brown. That guy you call Jesus, he was brown. Guy you call Jesus had dark brown skin and white woolly hair. Right? And his people, the children of Israel, they're brown too. Not all of them. Some of them, you could call them white. Right? But it's not about your color, it's about the lineage that you're in. So if you're speaking English, guess what? If you're speaking Spanish, you're speaking the language of your oppressor, of your enemy. You're proud, oh, I speak this language. I speak this language. Oh, you do? You speak the language of your oppressor and your enemy who forced you to speak that language. You're proud of that. You have the audacity to be, oh, I speak more than one of my oppressor's languages. You know, the people that exterminated, stole my land and got me all jacked up right now, we're going to celebrate that. We're going to celebrate the fact that our land was stolen, right? We're going to ignore the fact that our land was stolen. We're going to act like we don't understand pure English or Spanish, which are the languages of our oppressors. French, Portuguese, and the rest of them. You know, the people that wiped you out and stole your land, took your money, effed you up, but let's celebrate them today. Let's put up some banners and act like we don't understand what the hell is going on here. We don't know our colors. We don't care to know the truth. We're getting grabbed up by ICE, have no clue what is going on. Have no clue who to call on when our oppressor is grabbing us up and throwing us up in concentration camps, but somehow it's okay. Let's celebrate. What if ICE comes here to this celebration and starts grabbing us up? Us brown folk. Oh, it's time for me to go. I think it's time for me to go. Let me help you. If ICE comes to grab up brown people, call upon the name of the Lord. You call upon the name of, you know what that name is? Yahweh. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. When ICE comes to pick your Israel ass up, you call upon Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. That's what you do. And you heard it, so you can't say that you didn't. Okay? Your enemy, the devil, is going to show up with a machine gun and machine the whole damn thing because you don't understand that you're in a war. You're celebrating your enemy while he's planning on how to machine gun you. That's how upside down you are. Here's ICE out openly grabbing you up. You don't know what time you're in? Oh no, let's celebrate. I will vote for Donald Trump. Yeah, yep. I will vote. That truth, boy, that truth be stinging. It be stinging. That's our people. The Cubans are the tribe of Manasseh, one of the 12 tribes of Israel. The Mexicans are the tribe of Issachar, one of the 12 tribes of Israel. The Native American, the tribe of Gad, one of the 12 tribes of Israel. The so-called Negroes, the tribe of Judah. The same tribe, the one they call Jesus, that's us. They're coming to get you because you're an Israelite. I'm not an Israelite. I'm going to lick up under the white man's ass and he's going to save me. No, he's going to exterminate you like he's grabbing your ass up right now. Wake the hell up. Wake the hell up. Oh, we got there a little too early. This nigga was just screaming. And you didn't turn on your phone and record any of it? This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Did you get that? Philippians 2 and 12, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, so here we are. All right. I tried to get out of here before the adversary got here, but here they are. And they didn't answer the question, so the Spirit of the Lord came out and admonished the hell out of them. And now they've been marked right here at the end, right? And I want to say, call halal Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai for allowing me to come out here and get this time and be protected, Lord willing, until I leave. I hope I didn't make anybody mad. That's the Spirit of the Lord admonishing. Right? It is what it is. It is what it is. Knowing your colors is real important. If I'm not black and nobody's white, what color is the devil? That's the question. Who is your enemy? If you don't know who your enemy is, how can you never trust your enemy? You think I'm your enemy. No, I'm brown too. Somebody got you thinking you're above somebody when you're not. Let me tell you who's above. Those with the wisdom. Those with the wisdom of Yahweh Shem El Shai. And let me tell you something. The Northern Kingdom, right? The Northern Kingdom, the sun discs and things that they were talking about, that's them traveling. Okay? Now, albeit wickedly or whatever, but they're being brought back. Okay? Whether they hear or whether they forbear. And it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this to a close. You know, I think I got everything. All right. So with that, all right, we're gonna face the east. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Kadash. Double honors to the other apostles and other bishops, the great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us its truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push in the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful like tabernacle of David. All right, shalom. Shalom, shalom. I'm gonna go ahead and roll. Shalom.